Clearly defending his son-in-law. Set the record straight for us. What are the facts?
Well, the facts are that Jared Kushner has said from the very beginning he's willing to go and share any information that he has with Congress, with the FBI. And as you heard General McMaster, as you heard Secretary Kelly over this weekend say, they're not concerned. Back channels like this are the regular course of business. And that's really all that we know. And I think it's very important to recognize that the president has expressed full confidence in Jared Kushner, and also went on to note the considerable progress and very large, important portfolio that Jared oversees here at the White House. At the end of this month, he'll be hosting another major meeting with tech, the heads of tech companies, for example, to really try to figure out how we can improve efficiencies and cost savings in the government. Obviously, the relationships that Jared was able to establish during transition helped develop this phenomenal international trip that they just came back from. And I think one of the great measures that we have as to how successful this trip for the president really was is how little talk it's getting still by the mainstream media. That's usually a measurement that I put forth. And it's true. And Jared also is responsible for following up on different elements of that trip. But he's always said that he'll be fully cooperative with any information that he has.
So do you back up the Fox News report that said it was the Russians that reached out to Jared Kushner, and it was not the other way around, so the Reuters report being wrong? And what about today's New York Times report that say Kushner reached out to a banker named Gorkov, who's on a U.S. blacklist?
I'm not going to comment on any of that because there's no reason to, frankly. We know that there have been many news reports very recently that had the facts wrong. If you go back to a couple of weeks ago, you'll notice that one paper in particular, 3 times in a row, relied upon information that was immediately batted down as false. And this entire thing is just a rush to judgment. We've been talking about this for about 8 months.
I know.
And yet